We like to believe that when democracy erodes, that it's unpredictable and in some ways out of our control. But history tells us a different story. Authoritarianism rises through a time-tested playbook. These leaders have learned which moves weaken opponents, which tactics will rally a crowd, and which moments of fear or crisis work best to their advantage. They don't need to invent new strategies. They can run familiar plays. There's one target we're watching this administration go after the hardest. That is the truth. We've seen this play out in Minneapolis during the past few weeks. On January 7th, ICE officers shot and killed Renee Good while she was in her own car. Then again this past weekend, Americans watched the videotape of federal immigration agents shooting and killing Alex Preddy. The reality of who Alex Preddy was doesn't fit the administration's playbook. So they're filling the airwaves with lies, repeating them over and over and over to try and somehow get them to stick. Secretary Noem, within hours of Preddy's death, said, and I quote, "It looks like a situation where an individual arrived on the scene to inflict maximum violence and to kill law enforcement," end quote. Next, it was Greg Bovino, Trump's now-fired Border Patrol commander, saying Preddy intended, and I quote, "to massacre law enforcement," end quote, and that he, quote, "violently resisted." Stephen Miller called Alex Preddy a domestic terrorist, with Vice President Vance and President Trump promoting that sentiment and that blatant lie from their pulpits. By this point, we have all seen that video. From multiple angles, we've seen it with our own eyes. Alex was not a terrorist. He was in no way an assassin. He was a U.S. citizen exercising his First Amendment right to protest ICE's lawlessness. This administration is asking us to ignore what we can see with our own eyes. They're asking us to believe lies about Alex and about Renee, about what's happening in Minneapolis. But we watched the videos. We know the truth, and we're not going to look away.